Thank you. Thank you, Lynn. Thanks, everyone, tonight. As a very proud Chi Omega, I'm extremely humbled to have been chosen as the recipient of this prestigious Malinda Mortin Woman of Achievement Award. First, let me take this opportunity to congratulate Nancy and to thank the network of wonderful Chi Omegas that have made this evening and this convention possible. All of us have special ones who have loved us into being. Would you just take along with me a few quiet seconds to think of the people who have helped you become who you are? For me, many of them are here tonight. May God be with you all. I am delighted to be back with a sisterhood of friends for whom I got a real start in life, people who gave and continue to give me so many happy memories, the lasting friendships, the inspiration, and the lessons of giving and caring that I received from this remarkable group of women has had a tremendous impact on my life. The encouragement and the support started in those formative college years from my wonderful Chi Omega sisters and mentors, has continued, it has multiplied, and it has magnified. This unconditional backing allowed me to make giving and caring a passionate, lifelong commitment, and it is for this reason that I am honored with this wonderful award this evening. I recently returned from a sabbatical and was at Oxford University as a visiting professor of surgery. Just this past weekend, as I walked that campus, I thought of the several similarities and models that breed true success for doing, not just being. You may recall that Oxford is 1,000 years in the making. It's the oldest university in the history of the English-speaking world, and its reputation for producing excellence and world leaders is undisputed. But since its beginnings, the university has enrolled in a medieval structure of small private colleges, Balliol, Exeter, Trinity. These colleges, or more like fraternities, were until modern times for men only. They provided a hall of residence for which there was close personal supervision and support of social life, provision of meals, sleeping quarters, mentoring, tutoring, and academics. It's not by chance that the relationships built during those years led to friendships and collaborations that breed huge success. For instance, all but 2 of the English prime ministers attended Oxford University. This is what the Chi Omega fraternity does for us. It gives us an eminent structure within which to flourish. It provides examples of women who demonstrate determination and poise. It gives us a place to call home of like-minded women. How insightful those 5 founders, Jo Bell Holcomb, Anna Mae Bowles, how insightful they were in 1895 when they set goals to provide a lattice work to prepare women for a life of giving and helping others. Our sorority houses are to us as American women just as those individual colleges were to men then. They serve as a foundation that cultivates lasting friendships and lifelong bonds during important foundational years, and the results only strengthen with time. As Chi Omega sisters, we're committed to deep and abiding friendships, and our bonds extend across borders, and they have no boundaries. We are a family. I was a small fish from Opelousas, Louisiana, and I began swimming in a very big pond of 35,000 students. But that first Chi Omega oath caught my attention in a profound way. For me, in particular, the lines, "To be womanly always and discouraged never," hit home. At least a few of my Phi Gamma roommates here tonight know that there were a few missteps that required necessary redirected guidance. They occurred, but the principles that we pledged were sound. As I entered the next phase of my professional development, medical school, those very words did not go unnoticed. They were covertly tucked into the last paragraph of my curriculum vitae. You see, I didn't know it, but as luck would have it, the medical school admissions director was a Chi Omega. Our interview ended with her encouraging statement, "Nancy, if you can be rush chairman, you can excel in medical school and do so much more." Four years later, during my residency interview, I quoted those very same words, "Be womanly always and discourage never." That was during my interview when asked how I planned to handle being the 14th female to finish the Mayo surgical training program of more than 1,200 males. Unknown to me, and more than mere fate, the gentleman interviewing me was the son of a Chi Omega, and he recognized those words. He was confident in investing in me. During surgical fellowship, when days were long and nighttime admissions were strong, living up to those words of being womanly always and discouraged never, while remaining properly poised to cure, was the guiding principle that became my personal beacon for strength and the optimism that I gave to the incurable. And now, as a tenured senior surgeon, a faculty member, a professor, and a mentor, it's not surprising to find that the mentees that matriculated through our halls and our corridors have also, many of them have worn the badge of the X and the gold horseshoe. Our bonds, our contacts, our principles bring us together like a symphony, whether we know it or not. While medicine was always something that I set out to do, becoming a surgeon turned being a physician into a wonderful innovation and gave me opportunity that's based on keeping life rewarding and exciting. As a surgeon, I lead, I serve, I give. To be a surgeon is to do, to be diligent, to be curious, to be caring, and to remain calm. To be a good surgeon is to be humble. It's an immense responsibility. The concept that one citizen will lay himself horizontal and permit another to plunge a knife into him, take blood, give blood, rearrange internal structures at will, determine ultimate function indeed, sometimes life itself. That responsibility is awesome, both in the true and in the currently debased meaning of that word. At the heart of what my life and career are about are people, and taking responsibility to help them, to give back, to keep an open mind, and to explore all potential opportunities, and to do my best to leave this world a better place. This is one of the legacies of Chi Omega. And so alongside that commitment has been my refusal to be limited by barriers or to put limits on myself. My life has taken me down a spectacular and wonderfully fulfilling and enriching highway that has many roads, and each one brings a new journey. I truly believe that appreciating opportunities and doing what you really love is the secret to creating a successful, happy life. To the collegiates in the room, remember, if you follow your passion, if you love what you do, you will find success, you will find fulfillment, and you will find opportunities that you never could have imagined. One recent experience led to another, but remember, as I remember, that for all of this to happen, you must be open to new possibilities, new ideas, new adventures, sometimes things that are very unfamiliar and even a bit frightening. But the trick is always be willing to take that leap into the unknown. Do, don't be a mechanism for change. Recently, by chance, a female surgical colleague from Australia and I were casually discussing easier ways to safely implement new technology into surgical care. What resulted was a trans-Pacific live teleproctor surgical procedure that worked and led to projects that resulted in collaborations through the United States and UK, Europe, Australia, and Asia to help make surgery safer and with more cure. I strongly believe that it is our responsibility to discover and to use our special resources and our talents and skills and creativity and life experience in new ways. Never set limits on what you can achieve, and do your best to have fun along the way. You will find opportunities you never could have imagined. In my everyday world at a tertiary care cancer center, I am constantly reminded of the privilege of good health and of life itself. Because of this, I am sure of one thing: each day should be lived to the fullest, that without a sense of exploration and curiosity, without a determination to enjoy life and all it has to offer, and the willingness to try new things, my life would not be as rich and fulfilling as it is. And much of that is due to these incredible experiences that started out, and I was blessed with my very own Chi Omega. So I say to you this evening, whatever your circumstances, whatever your age, whatever you think your limitations might be, I encourage you, particularly all of you in the back of the room, think beyond yourselves and get out of your comfort zone. This is the real secret to achievement and personal success. Remain open to rich experiences and opportunities that are just bound to come your way, and try to make a difference in the lives of others in whichever way you can. Life is an adventure, and it's just out there waiting for you. My wish for each of you this weekend is to be inspired. Hear the music again of the Chi Omega Sympathy, and take hold of your biggest dream this weekend. And from my husband, Dan, the younger brother of not one, but two Chi Omegas, and the father of our two beautiful children, one of whom I hope will become a Chi Omega, I love you. Thank you for loving me and for letting me be me. And of all the accolades, I am most proud of being a Chi Omega. I lead, I serve, I give. Thank you, sisters.